it's happening. Off to Ecuador.
Oh, yeah, I know.
We have successfully made it to our hotel. It's the next day. And now it's time for a little hotel room tour here right outside Quito, Ecuador. And that completes our hotel room tour.
It's small.
The room is small, but the size of the room doesn't matter because we're used to living in an Airstream. This is kind of in, we wish the bed was, this isn't even a queen, I don't think.
I don't think so, but it worked fine. We're only here for 2 nights, and then we're heading to the hacienda, which is where we are for the rest of the week.
Yes, this is a temporary arrangement. But let me show you the bathroom. Nice dark tile. Oh wow, it's dark in here. That is the only light, so we're just gonna have to do the best we can. Nice working shower, soaps, shampoos, cool little sink. You know, all the basic amenities of first world living.
This will work. There's a TV, but not that we'll probably watch it.
And we might take a walk later to a river. There we go. That's down over that way. So.
And it's a beautiful day in Quito. Well,
Yes.
close to Quito. Look at the city over there.
Oh yeah. So that is actually Quito, the capital of Ecuador, way over there. We are in one of the suburbs. We are beginning our first ever walk in South America. First ever. After our first ever night in South America. By the way, that's our hotel. Tababella Land. Let's go check it out. And here's your little river or stream in the middle of the road. I guess you just have to avoid that while driving. One thing you'll quickly notice here is how green everything is. And there's lots of mountains and lots of hills and flower gardens, like this one right across the street. Ah. Wow. Very cool. Oh, the flowers, they're all over the place.
There's pretty gardens behind the fences. Beautiful.
We found a friend. It's hard to see, but the river is down there. Lots of agaves along this stretch here on both sides. Oh, there's a hotel, I think, at the bottom of this ravine there. Man, that is what a setting that is. Our first glimpse of the river. And this road, we believe, just leads down to that little hotel.
Which we probably won't do that.
We probably won't go all the way down, no. This is one of the coolest South American hikes we've ever taken. This is also the only South American hike we've ever taken so far.
The sun is going to be over the Bahamas, over Mexico, over this side. And the tower makes the shadow on this hyperbola, like this, during the summer solstice. At 12 o'clock, the shadow is set to the south on the rock over there, during the summer solstice. Yeah? And then the sun moves back, July, August, and September.
Woo!
Sorry.
Hold it. And yes, you're going to try it in the hacienda. My husband is As you see it right now, it's almost the same that it looked from the 1700s. The difference were that the ceiling was of straw, the walls were not white, the floor here was not of stone, was dirt, and the wood they used was not eucalyptus.
warm drink afterwards. And it has our beverage.
Now, welcome to Hacienda Chorlavi. It's a relatively big city in the mountains of Ecuador. It's called Otavalo. This is the hacienda that we're actually at the conference, and there's a conference center here, so we've been doing some one-on-ones and breakfast and like presentations, and this is where the meat of the conference is happening. But let me show you around this room. It's very different from our last. The first thing you'll probably notice is look at the size of our bed. Not only is it bigger than the last bed in the hacienda, but it's almost bigger than a king. I think it might be one of those California kings. It's huge. Big. I just sink out here in the main room, but check out our shower. Robes, bathtub, which Courtney particularly likes. Nice big shower. The toilet is actually on the other side. Open top, closing door on that side. So it's a little interesting, but I think it works well.
Did you show them our fireplace?
Yeah, this is our fireplace. So you have to call down to the lobby, and a guy comes with some fluid, it's kerosene or something, just kind of sprays it in there.
It says, what it is right here, it's bioethanol, because they make it from sugarcane. It's 100% ecological.
It's bioethanol, so it's 100% ecological. He sprays that stuff in there, throws a batch in, and we have fire for about an hour before it runs out. Nice place. Now that I have some downtime, let me show you around the grounds. It's very lush. Right now it's very wet because it rains here. This is the rainy season in Ecuador, but it's still a really cool place to check out. We have our own little miniature golf course here. Of course, it's all cement, so and a lot of these things don't work, so you have to kind of use your imagination a little bit. Check out that huge mountain up there. It's like a volcano. Very cool setting. This is the way we take down to the events every day. And as you can see, very lush, very green. Temperatures are mid 60s every single day of the year. Temperatures get down to about 40, 50 every single night of the year because this is at the equator, so there's not a lot of variations in temperature between the seasons. Nice little bridge here. This is one of two bridges. Another bridge is down that way. And check out the size of that agave. That is gigantic. And this is very much how this entire hacienda is built. Into the mountains, lots of things growing, stuff to do outside like swings, and there's like a zip line down here, there's hammocks, there's a couple of those outdoor beds. Really cool place. And we can't forget about our little koi pond here on site. Yeah. Here there's one of those outdoor beds you can see through there, and then there's a hammock right there. And right through there is where we have breakfast and lunch. That's like a little courtyard. There's fire pits there. So if you like flowers, there's all kinds of flower gardens. And one thing we've noticed about Ecuador is most buildings don't have air conditioning or heat because it doesn't get all that hot and also doesn't get all that cold. So this hacienda is no different. There's no AC or heat anywhere in it. But they have fireplaces, like I said, for a little bit of warmth. But I'm sure that reduces the draw on the electrical grid significantly, because restaurants, just nothing has AC or heat. And last but not least, I would be remiss if I didn't show you the pool and the spa area. Nice seating areas here. You got the pool, got the spa inside there. You could also get massages up there. Very nice. And lots of steps. There's Wi-Fi on site, which is pretty reliable. Some people have international data plans and Google Fi, where you can connect all over the world. We don't have that, so we're 100% reliant on their Wi-Fi. But so far, so good.
Spoiled for choice. Chili's get like they're 5 for $20. So
5 for 20 bucks. One more.
Y aquí sale, sacamos el negro, café y azul así.
So this
Tenemos
is
que ponerle.
okay. So they take two cupfuls of this and put it on the over the fire to cook. So the children 6 and 7 years old are in charge of tearing it apart like that to put on these little brushes. Because if you don't, mucho fuerza.
No.
It's not easy. You can see the fibers.
When we need the bamboo, the song will be more easy to play. Yeah. It's similar like us. After we take a shower, our body energy is the best. Charito, causai corni guja si. Yes. Oh, haha.
Nice waterfall.
Camera, that's it. What do you think? Pretty nice waterfall, huh?
Beautiful. You know us and waterfalls.
Even in South America.
South America.
The water still flows down in South America.
Bueno, Parque Cóndor, en realidad lanzando su pata, baja y lo captura. Cuando el bicho ratón, lo que pasa es lo siguiente. Las aves pequeñas, en general, los depredadores son muy territoriales.
You're not getting text messages?
Quito is a very large city.
Yes, this is a big, big city. We're at about 10,000 feet. I think it's 9,900 up there on that ledge. And you can see over this entire sea of city. It's huge. It's huge. Our tour guide reminded us, since this is Quito, keep your wallet and all your valuables in the front of you. So if you're wearing a backpack, put it in front. Don't have things in your back pocket, because they will pickpocket you and you won't know it because they're so good. Yeah. The top of the church. Basilica. That was quite the walk.
Above the clock towers. How cool is that?
That's right.
There's a lot of stairs. But look at the view. As you could see, we are back home.
The Ecuador trip was good. It was long trip back because we took a red eye, so we were up all night a couple nights ago. I don't sleep very well on planes, so I got maybe 20 minutes of sleep that entire night, but caught up on it last night. Now we're back at home for a day, as you can see. Then we're gonna go back up to the Phoenix area for Thanksgiving at my in-laws, and then we'll come back down here for just regular old off-grid home living. There's progress in the garage, which is gonna be my office. I will show you that in the next video because this is already too long. So thanks for watching our Ecuador trip, and we'll see you next time.